Howdy folks, welcome back to the Syndicate. I'm Outer Exodus and gonna do something a little different today. Gonna do something I like to call old school cool. That's right, we are looking at Nexus, the Jupiter incident. Actually quite a fairly old game, early 2000s, mid 2000s, something like that. I don't know. It's about 10 years old or older. If anyone knows the exact age, I'm sure I sound like a bumbling fool right now. But yeah, it's a fairly old game, and it still holds up as one of the best tactical space strategy simulations out there. It did a lot at the time that hadn't been done and still has yet to be done since in a tactical space game. I'm not talking like flight simulator game, but like a tactical game. The closest I can think of in recent memory is the new Battlefleet Gothic, or Battlefleet Armada Gothic. I forget the exact title, but in that Battlefleet Gothic, yeah. Oh lord. In Battlefleet Gothic, you can actually control ranges that you want the ship to be at, power levels to a certain extent, and specific abilities on individual ships. Now, this is just on a 2D plane in Battlefleet Gothic Armada. However, in Nexus, they did the same thing to more detail in a full 3D plane. And I'll show you what I mean, because we're gonna just start a campaign, and maybe for some of you this is a game that none of you have ever looked at, and it's just an amazing game. It is fairly old, but it's just an amazing game. We're just for playthrough gameplay sakes, we're just gonna go beginner, because I'm gonna be explaining things as I go. Because most of you probably haven't seen this.
Marcus Cromwell, Captain's Log.
See you on the other side of the cinematic.
0309-2111. We have left Earth Sector. Our destination is Jupiter. We face a journey of almost 8 months. On the way, we're picking up 2 space tech cargo ships. They're waiting in orbit around the moon. I have been assigned as the leader of the convoy. 0509-2111. The 2 cargo ships have joined us. Their crews are minimal, but the 2 captains could talk the rivets out of a bulkhead. It's going to be a long 8 months. Fortunately, the Stiletto's 12th sister ship, the ISF Hawking, will be joining us. It's sailing under the ISA flag, but the captain, Francis DeLorean, is an old friend of mine. 0712-2111. I joined the firm 3 years ago. So much has happened since then. The Mars quarantine, the Ceres crisis. I wonder if this mission will be remembered as the Jupiter incident. (2312-2111). Like an early Christmas gift, the Hawking finally arrived, 2 days behind schedule. Francis hasn't changed. It's good to see the old man again. (0402-2112). It seems I was tempting fate. This mission may yet be known as the Jupiter incident. Space Tech's spy satellites are broadcasting some alarming pictures. The Kisaki Syndicate's recent activities have generated a lot of attention. I suspect it's no accident that Francis is on his way there. It's reassuring to have the ISA on our side. (0103-2112). The final briefing has arrived. Mission template, reconnaissance, espionage. The Kisaki Syndicate's technological prowess has the mega-corporations running scared. According to our intelligence, the source of their revolutionary advances is the Shokenja research station in Jupiter sector. Our task is going to involve surveillance of the station. It may even extend to sabotage or a hostile incursion, if those are our orders. Every corporation in existence would love to pry into the Syndicate's research data. The situation is tense. a confrontation is almost inevitable. 2004-2112. We have arrived at Jupiter Sector and will soon reach Europa. The convoy is heading towards the twin stations Sunflower and Michelangelo. We're receiving a code red from the base. It entails the highest level of corporate security measures.
Michelangelo Station hailing convoy TTC 24-7. You have reached the arrival zone. Welcome to Jupiter Sector.
Thank you, Michelangelo. Convoy dismissed. I'm handing the ships over to you.
I can't believe I'm speaking with the Captain Cromwell. They're all talking about you back at the station, sir. It's not often we get celebrities out here. Did you have a pleasant flight?
Pleasant? That's not the word I'd use. The most exciting thing to happen in 8 months was the toilet backing up.
Alright, here we are with the user interface. We've just arrived at Jupiter Sector, Station Michelangelo. Now, as you can see, the game holds up quite nicely still to this day. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, players... Spaceships and objects under the player's command are listed to the left. Objects the players cannot control lifted on the right, neutral, yada yada yada. You can read information about selected targets. Clicking the I sign. Check the mission objectives and read the dialogues. Okay. Pause the game with the space key anytime and issue orders. That's right, these guys did that before almost anyone else in the space genre.
I have transmitted the coordinates to each of the ships. Please stand by in the designated navigation area. Stay clear of the asteroids. We're on a level 2 alert. Minefields are active. I repeat, minefields are active.
Michelangelo, we've got a code red.
Yes, Captain, I know. We had an accident a few days ago that left 4 people dead, so the check-in protocols have been stepped up. The Sunflower is ready to receive you.
Camera focus. There we are. Follow up camera. Double clicking any objects makes the camera jump to it and follow it. And here is Michelangelo Station, I think. I forget what the name of it was already. I was too busy looking around at all the pretties. Just a gorgeous looking game. Especially for how old it is. Zoom in or out. Yes. Camera rotation. Holding the right mouse key.
Hawking to Stiletto. We're leaving the
cool
convoy
thing is
and
they have
continuing our
shuttles
voyage
going
to the
around.
ISA base. It's been a pleasure traveling with you, Marcus. Dock with us next time you're in the neighborhood. I'll be more than happy to give you a rematch.
This is definitely one of the
Maybe
first
by then
games
you'll have exhausted the last of your lucky
that
streak.
had
I might just take you up on that, Francis. Don't get your hopes
that
up
the
about the
ships
rematch,
actually
though.
used
Strategos
like
is all about
motion
strength
physics.
of tactics. Luck doesn't come into it.
As you're turning, as you're going in different
We shall
directions,
see,
different
Captain.
thrusters fire
Until
and
next
turn you
time,
in said
Hawking
directions.
out.
Goodbye, Hawking.
Just phenomenal what they
Thanks for the
accomplished
escort,
with this
Captain.
game.
Traveling with
for
you
how
was truly an
old it
honor.
is.
May our paths cross again soon.
Stiletto, approach the designated nav point.
Alright, we'll jump back to our ship. Alright. Alright, reach designated waypoint. So they put kind of an arrow over where you're supposed to go. So,
We're calling
if you
Snail.
select it and hit
Hey, Frank,
F2,
we're heading for the Sunflower.
your ship will
See you in the
approach.
canteen next week.
Copy that. We can shoot the breeze over a couple of drinks. Maybe this
Oh,
time you'll
sorry.
stay sober enough to hold a conversation.
S2 and then click
Damn
on
it,
what you
Frank, not
want.
over the radio.
My bad.
Or shall we discuss the
been a
time
while
you
since I played
challenged
this.
that lieutenant to a drinking
And they
contest
just
and
recently
wound up
actually kind of
stripping down
redid
the
it for
luminescent frog
Steam
shorts?
specifically.
Okay, okay. We'll talk about it
very-
face to face. Snail out.
So, kind of a new version of this game that they released on Steam. Ah, it's just cool. They got the rotating sections right. Let's see, weapons platform. Cute little weapons platform. Aw, isn't she precious? Okay, jump back to our ship. They got the engine exhaust. God, just looks so good. You can pick this up on Steam for fairly cheap still. If you have never played this game, I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. Alright, and you have, in the lower left-hand corner, you actually have different behaviors that you can set ships in. Focused, raises its shield, can be controlled only by direct command, does not activate devices or weapons. Incoming
Sunflower Patrol
photos.
calling Stiletto. Do you read us? Please confirm.
Encoding okay, we are receiving your patrol.
Attention, Stiletto. The minefield protecting the Sunflower is active. We are escorting you in. Copy that, Stiletto?
Copy that, patrol.
You can start off now. We're going to catch up.
So reach the Sunflower base.
Aye, aye,
Alright,
sir.
so set ourselves to go. And whatever order you currently have selected, if you go over to the list of everything else other than your ship, or even your ships, you can just simply right-click and you'll go. You can set nav points simply by using the N key.
Understood.
Stiletto, hold your position. We have reached the minefield.
Okay, so hold position.
Affirmative.
Tell her to hold position. So yeah, full 3D space. If you hit N, let's say I were to go here and hit N, it would place a waypoint way out here. Same with way over here. It doesn't matter.
Wait here until the Sunflower deactivates the mines.
Anywhere you put it, it will place the objects. Or the nav point.
Deactivation completed. You may head for the Sunflower now.
Alright, continue on to the Sunflower.
Understood.
Stiletto?
Copy that, patrol.
Sunflower's an
Boy, oh
asteroid
boy, what
base.
a day to be on patrol. The company has built at least 50 Stiletto-class vessels. And this was the first. It's like the big granddaddy of them all.
Nice looking little station.
You're a pilot's pilot. Have you ever served on a Stiletto-class corvette?
No, sir. We only have 2 light corvettes in the sector.
Docking
Captain?
arms, turret.
Sir, aren't you the Marcus
Emplacements.
Cromwell?
Feel
Now, the
free to come
asteroid
over when
leaves a
you're
little
through
bit
with
to
your
be
duties.
desired.
I'll
But
have
again,
someone show
you
you
gotta
around.
remember when this game
Thank you,
came
sir.
out.
I'll do that, sir.
Over 10
sir,
years ago.
May I invite you for a drink in the canteen? I'd be honored to meet the great Marcus Cromwell in person. I mean, if you have time, sir. That is, I don't mean to impose, sir. It's just...
With pleasure. I started as a fighter pilot myself.
These ships are so... remind me so much of the Babylon 5 ships. Spinning sections, big old turrets hanging off the side and top. Using different thrusters to turn.
Stiletto. One of the
Camera
mines didn't
shake
activate
down.
properly.
Oh,
I've marked
so
it
good.
for you. Get the hell out of there.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go away from this active mine. So you hit, and it's firing its retro thrusters in the front, using inertia to keep turning after it fired one of its top thrusters. And now slowing down the turn. Oh. I mean, you still don't find many space sims that actually
All
use
right.
those kind of
Managed
physics.
to deactivate it. Crisis averted. You can continue to the base.
I
Be
believe
cool,
they're
people.
doing just that in Star Citizen, and Elite Dangerous has done it. But those are very recent games. It took 10 years for a similar game to come out. I mean, even the old Freelancer game didn't do it. Just ships turned on their own. Free Space, I don't think did it. I don't think I really ever played that game very much. But none of the X-Wing Alliance, and none of those. Of course, that's Star Wars, so they shouldn't. But zooming out, you can just see the scale of things that you can get. The haulers are still back here, the weapons platforms, and then over inside the asteroid belt you have all the different stations and another hauler. Now, as the game progresses, you're able to get a lot of ships. You're kind of gifted ships as you go. You can customize platforms on your ship at later
Stiletto
times.
calling Sunflower. Thanks for warning us. What's the latest news?
Due to the events on Mars, the corporation introduced a global embargo against aerospace, but the sector remains calm, sir. A long-sought-class heavy corvette arrived at OSEC. The rockets won the spring championship on Earth. That's all.
I see. Can you link me up with Colonel Finn? I'm requesting an encoded
There's
channel.
some good voice
Of course,
acting
sir.
in this,
One
and some
moment, please.
just really tacky. I think that guy was purposefully done tacky, just to make it more comical. And here is the Stiletto arriving at Sunflower Station. Now this first mission is basically just a movement tutorial.
I'm glad you made it here in
They
one piece.
work you
We've
into
been
the complex
expecting you.
workings of this game very slowly over a few missions. Basically give you all the knowledge you need to do the game. And that was the first mission complete. Reach the designated waypoint. First mission, basically just a movement tutorial. And they give you this really, really nice view of kind of a strategic look at the solar system as they're doing the next mission's kind of briefing.
Welcome, Captain Cromwell. The Sunflower's light corvettes have installed the espionage satellites you delivered a few days ago. The results are rather promising. The radius of the sensors has increased significantly. One of them has already provided us with some very useful information. We have managed to locate and identify the Ronin cargo ship of the Kisaki Syndicate.
We're going after the Ronin. That's Jupiter sector. Some of Jupiter's moons are highlighted. Some random asteroid clusters.
It is flying directly towards the Shukenja base. It won't stop at the Michelangelo. Captain, your task is to meet with the ship at the given coordinates, then to investigate her cargo. Reports show that the Ronin is not armed with military-grade weaponry, and no escort ships have been detected.
And they just took that little extra effort there to show the course changing as the orbits changed, and showed the orbits changing. It's just the little things that they went to in this game to highlight, you know, movement in space, how it would be done with this level of technology. And here you can also diary, you can read up on basically everything that's happened in the colonies up to this point, and Earth sector, so on and so forth. You can look at different... You can rewatch the previous cinematic. And here is the ship, kind of basically your hangar where you can edit your ship. You can promote your character, military, science, engineering. You can change these on different playthroughs. So each playthrough you're going to have a little bit different of a crew. Configuration, however, This is where it really, really changes. Each ship has a certain number of slots. So for instance, this is either a normal weapon or a data scanner. Normal weapon, heavy weapon, normal weapon, heavy weapon. And a special weapon. So we have a flak system, a chemical engine. Now, right now, we're unable to change anything on this ship. But it changes fast. Like, very fast. As you progress, it's just crazy how much you can do. You can specialize ships. And again, this kind of immersiveness is really kind of rare. There's not a whole lot that have this much in depth in a game, especially for one so old. After having played this when it first came out years ago, I so wanted them to do like a whole series of games like this. Now, the company that did it never did. One was planned, but I think the company actually kind of fell out, to be fair. Alright, we need to go towards the Ronin. We're going to keep her passive. And when it gets later on in later missions, you actually have control over each individual ship's power. You have control over what systems they currently have active. You have just a ridiculous amount of control over all of your ships. Alright, so we're coming up on the Ronin. Our objective is to stop the Kisaki Syndicate's kind of technological advance.
The Ronin is not alone.
And notice we can't jump to this with the camera because it's currently unknown.
As the Ronin.
Put it on screen.
There's the Ronin and there's the unknown object. Shuttle leaving the Ronin.
The unknown ship has broadcast its ID. It appears to be the Kisaki freighter Bihamosu, the Ronin's sister ship. We're detecting a strange energy pattern. If it's a container tug, it's carrying something very unusual.
And that is definitely not another one of those freighters.
Can't be. Sir, this is no cargo freighter.
Something's happening. Its energy levels are rising exponentially.
Our sensors are scrambled.
And there's this game's version of FTL.
Don't lose your head. Analyze it.
It's a space drive, sir. It seems to be based on principles I don't even... Captain, this is impossible. We cannot... I mean, technology like this simply
Use your words,
exist.
Mr. Scientist.
Well, it looks like someone forgot to tell the Kisaki that. Continue to pursue the Ronin. We have to know more about this. Cargo carrier Ronin, this is the Stiletto military patrol. Stop immediately.
Stiletto, this is the Ronin. Keep your distance. This is private business.
The Sector Earth Treaty formally prescribes the transportation of contraband. According to paragraph 28, clause C, we have the right to inspect your cargo base. Stop immediately. It is an offense to obstruct an inspection.
You have no
All
right to
right.
inspect us.
Things are getting
Any
kind of
attempt to
tense
do so
between
will
the
be
two
considered
ships.
an act of piracy. Are you prepared to risk an armed conflict between our two corporations, Stiletto?
Halt immediately or we will open fire.
Sir, the Ronin is not slowing down. Should we give them a wake-up call?
Alright, to attack a ship's hull, click the destroy ship. To stop firing, click F1. Okay, so we are going to hit them for all they're worth. And there is our mass driver cannon opening fire. Now, typically only one of the same turrets will fire once. So we have one mass driver turret. The one mass driver system gives us a turret on each side to give full 360-degree firing arc. Most weapons are out on these pylons to give you better firing arcs.
Cease fire. We surrender.
Ceasefire?
I'm glad you've changed your minds. Prepare to receive the inspection team.
We will not permit you to board. We'll blow your commando ferry out of the sky.
We'll see, Ronin.
Analysis. And with each ship, once you're close enough, or if you have a scanner, you're able to analyze them. Not analyze. Analyze them. So weapons, they still have a flak cannon present. So what we're going to do...
Sir, the Ronin is equipped with a flak cannon. We cannot deploy commandos while it is active.
Now, we need to disable their flak cannons. So what we're going to do, as soon as they unlock it...
Yes, sir.
Is destroy their flak guns. Now, there are multiple types of weaponry in this game. The three we have on this ship are, we have a missile launcher that we currently can't use, 2 laser turrets. The first one is in the front on either side. Next one is up top in the front on either side. And what lasers will do is they specifically target systems. Now that we're at a good angle, our 2 turrets are firing, and you'll see this flak PL, its health is going down.
Target device disabled.
We have disabled their flak PL. So we'll just completely destroy that so they can't repair it. And then we'll target their laser gun just so they can't decide
Sir,
they want to fire
the
back.
flak cannon has been destroyed.
We are under
The Ronin
attack.
is deploying fighters. How many weapons has this
Now,
damn freighter got?
The Stiletto carries one group of Gemini
targeting our
fighters.
flak cannon.
So,
They are
we'll
going
go
to
after
destroy
their
it.
fighters. And this green laser is our ship's flak cannon firing at the enemy fighters. Now, flak cannons to start with are
Warning.
really
Our
inaccurate.
squadrons are under attack.
And our fighters are now engaging theirs. Basically, big old dogfight. And the fighters, if you select a stiletto, you have all these different
Target
orders.
device
If you select the
disabled.
fighters, you can tell them what to do. Primary attack, evade, approach. You can tell them to guard, or you can tell them to patrol. And if you tell them patrol, they will patrol your entire fleet and take down any missiles incoming or any fighters incoming. Right now, they're already attacking because we specifically told them to target the enemy fighters. And I think, yeah, their fighters look exactly the same as ours, just different colored. Well, no, same color laser. Different color laser. Alright. Alright, let's not give somebody a seizure, shall we? Okay, so looks like there's... We can stop firing now because we
Enemy
disabled
squadron
their
destroyed.
laser gun.
Captain, we can now safely deploy our commandos.
Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to tell these guys to
Understood.
return. They're already returning. But we are going to launch our assault shuttle or commando
Understood.
transporter.
Commandos dispatched.
Alright. Little commando breaching pod. Love how that thing looks. It literally goes
Commando
in and
to
latches
Stiletto.
onto the hull.
Moving towards cargo area. Resistance is low.
There's the little guy
We've
right
entered
there.
the cargo area. Modular building materials, 2 portable labs. Looking for the containers. Sir, I think we've hit the jackpot.
What do you see, soldier?
Aside from a cache of illegal weapons, no surprises there, they carry large amounts of highly unusual equipment. Far more than a research station would ever need. We found containers made from an alloy I've never seen before. They seem to disperse energy rays. Our scans can't penetrate them. As far as I'm aware, no material can do that.
Bring back everything you can.
I love the accents in this game. They're great. They're great in their
We've already collected
horribility.
samples, sir. Commando out.
Horribility?
Are
No,
returning.
either or. Like I said, some of the voice acting is good. Some of it is just so bad it's good. But overall, it just adds to the
Mission
character,
complete, sir. Shall we
the
depart?
wonderful character of the game.
Permission granted. Let's head for the Sunflower.
Copy that, sir.
So we basically just disabled the freighter, and now we're just going to leave them out there to their own devices. Love it. Alright, well that's just a basic look into Nexus, the Jupiter incident. If there's any kind of like on this video or anything, or it gets watched at all, I'll probably finish and continue going through the series. Like I said, this is just old school cool. I loved this game when it first came out, and it's still just spectacular today. It does a lot of things that very few other games do without actually being like a flight simulator. So if you're in the mood for something old but good, I highly recommend Nexus, the Jupiter Incident, and I think you will all enjoy it as much as I do. So in that, I say adieu in whatever accent you want to pick from the wonderful voice acting of the game. So thank you for tuning in. If you like what you saw and you want to see more Nexus, the Jupiter Incident, I can definitely do some more. Just hit that subscribe button and we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Outer Exodus, out.